Hello everyone, welcome. We're going to be looking at this little worksheet together today on multi-step inequalities. So you should have your own Kami document, and this is what it looks like. So we're doing multi-step inequalities. We're solving each inequality and graphing its solution, just like we were doing in the Pear Deck. Up at the top right, feel free to put your name and date. Don't worry about period. That doesn't matter, I got that. So when we're looking at the first one, we see 3 is less than negative 5n plus 2n. So first of all, we can look for any like terms that we can combine, and we can combine this negative 5n plus 2n. So since they both have an n to the first power, negative 5 plus 2 gets us a negative 3n. We want to get n completely by itself, so since negative 3 is being multiplied by n, we're just going to divide both sides by negative 3. And then we get negative 1 is less than n. Now remember, to graph this, we want to just kind of pancake, flip the inequality. Notice that it's open towards the n, so when we rewrite it, we write n is greater than negative 1. So make sure it's still open towards that n variable. So we're going to put negative 1 in the middle, 0 to the right of it, and a negative 2 to the left. Because this is just a greater than symbol, we're doing our open circle, right? It can't be equal to negative 1, it has to be greater. And then we're shading to the right. Beautiful. Over on the left for problem number 2, we have a 6x plus 2 plus 6x is less than 14. So again, looking for like terms, we can combine these two 6x's to get 12x. We can't combine the 2 because the 2 does not have an x. So we can't combine it, that's just a constant number on its own. But we can move it to the other side using that inverse operation of subtraction. 2 minus 2 is 0, so we have 12x is less than 12. 12x is 12 times x, so we're just doing division to get x completely alone. And then we have x is less than 12 divided by 12 is 1. So we're going to put a 1 in the middle. To the right, the numbers get bigger, so we have a 2, and to the left they get smaller, so we have a 0. Because it's less than, this symbol here, right, is less than, so it's going to be an open circle on 1, and then we're going to the left. Less than, left. Beautiful. So make sure you got all that, and I'm just going to, I have to erase the board in a second, so I'm going to clear this drawing, and we're going to move on to question 3 and 4. Okay. Questions 3 and 4. So on the left, we have 9 is greater than or equal to negative 2m plus 2 minus 3. So we can combine this plus 2 minus 3. So 9 stays the same. A positive 2 minus 3 gets us a negative 1. And then I'm going to get rid of that negative 1 and add 1 to both sides, doing that inverse operation. 9 plus 1 gets us 10, greater than or equal to a negative 2m. And then we're going to divide everything by negative 2. But of course, we remember when we divide by a negative or multiply by a negative, we flip the sign. 10 divided by negative 2 is a negative 5, and then we're going to flip this sign to get m. Beautiful. So it's open to the m, so we have m is greater than or equal to negative 5. Negative 5 in the middle. As the numbers get bigger on the right, we'll see a negative 4 there, and further from 0, smaller on the left, we'll see that negative 6. Because it is greater than or equal to, we want a closed circle, and then we're going greater than, so we're going to the right. So make sure you're showing all of these steps as you're working through this and also doing that graph, okay? We're halfway done here. We have 3 more problems left on this worksheet. So on the right, the first thing we're going to do is we are going to distribute that -6 to start simplifying here. So we have that -3. When we distribute, we multiply. So we have -6 times 4x is a -24x. -6 times 6 is a -36, and that's greater than -111. We can combine this -3 and -36 to get -39 minus 24x is greater than -111. To move this -39 to the other side, we are going to add 39. That cancels out, and we have -24x is greater than, I don't know what this is, so I'm going to open up my calculator, as I encourage you to as well. So we have -111 plus 39. It gets us -72. Oops, yeah, 72. And then our final step, of course, dividing by that -24 to get x completely alone. But because we divided by a negative, we flip the sign, so it becomes x is less than 72 divided by 24 is 3. So it's a -72 and a -24, so that becomes a +3. 4, 2, and then we're going to do an open circle on 3, and it's less than, so we're going to the left. Beautiful. Make sure you get all that you need, that you're working through these problems on your own, showing that work, and also doing that graph, okay? And when you're all set, scroll down to 5 and 6. So there's 2 more left on this worksheet, and I'll do the distribution and get us started on both of these, but then I do want you to finish them on your own. I want you to try these 2 on your own. So if you have trouble, reach out to me. You know, we can work through these together, but I do want to give you some to practice on your own. So we have this 167 is less than. We have 6 plus. The first thing we're going to do is distribute this 7 by multiplication. So 7 times 2 is 14, and 7 times a -7r is a -49r. So then you're going to finish this up on your own, combine those like terms, and solve for r. On the right, when we distribute by multiplying, we get 5 times 6 is 30, plus 5 times 3r is a 15r, plus 7 is greater than or equal to 127. So same thing here, combine like terms, and then use those inverse operations to get r alone, and then try it out on the graph, okay? So make sure you're trying these 2 out on your own and finishing this worksheet. If you have any questions for me, or if you're stuck, send me a message, come to the office hours. We can always find time to meet and look at this stuff together, okay? Really great job, everyone. Take care, and I will chat with y'all soon. Bye, friends.